propose that the term temple used in the Bible is actually referring to the human brain. We see in Exodus 26:33 the reference that really suggests an ancient description of the temple is actually an anatomically correct description of the human brain. Exodus 26:33. And you shall hang up the veil under the taches, that you may bring in there within the veil the ark of the testimony. And the veil shall divide between the holy place and the most holy. There is a veil or curtain dividing the holy place from the most holy place. The outer room was the holy place, and the inner room was the most holy place. The human brain has an outer covering called dura mater, which means hard mother. The innermost sensitive area is called pia mater, which means tender mother. Dura mater, the outer, and pia mater, the inner of the human brain, are separated from each other by something called arachnoid, which is the web, or the curtain, or the veil. One other point directing us to the brain as the actual temple of the Bible. Acts 7:48. The Most High dwells not in temples made with hands. Cherubim. I propose that the term cherubim used in the Bible is referring to the cherubim of the brain. The biblical cherubim are found in the temple. The temple is actually a symbol of the brain. The job of the cherubim in the temple was to cover the holy place or mercy seat. Cherubim is the covering of the brain. The root word, which is seer, means to cover. The Ark of the Covenant, Noah's Ark. I propose that the Ark of the Covenant is actually the Ark of the Covenant, and Noah's Ark is actually Noah's Ark. Bear with me. I know the soundings are the same, but the spellings mean completely different. What is an arc? An arc is defined as a continuous passage of an electrical current between two or more separate carbon or other electrodes. Nerve impulses in the human body are triggered across synapses. These are electrical impulses. In the brain, the impulse arcs from one receptor to the other. In meditation, we receive light energy through the pineal gland, which then causes arcs of electricity from receptor to receptor. The covenant is the electrical light message flowing to us from above that keeps us in harmony with the universal power. As we take ourselves within during deep struggles, the storms are crashing about on every side, but the same electrical arcs lift us. And when the storm has finally stopped, we find we are standing on the mountaintop. We have taken our animal nature, both positive and negative, two of every kind, with us and weathered the storm. These are inner experiences of consciousness achieved through electrical arcs, or should I say arcs. If angels of light cause arcs in the brain, would we be reasonable to suggest archangels are really archangels? Mana. I propose that biblical mana is actually brain sugar. In the Old Testament, God poured down manna to feed those crossing the desert. Manna from heaven. We are instructed in the same Bible that the kingdom of heaven is within us, which would mean it is located in the brain and mind. Let us consider mana coming down from the higher realms of consciousness via the brain. What is mana? It is saccharine exudation. The word mana is of the root manite, which means sugar. Brain sugar is galactose. Galactose is the milky, sugary substance. Exodus 3:8. To bring them up to a good land, flowing with milk and honey. Galactose? And we live in a galaxy called the Milky Way. 12 tribes. I propose that the 12 tribes are actually the 12 signs of the zodiac and the 12 cranial nerves of the brain. Numbers 17:2. Take every one of them a rod according to the house of their father, to the house of their fathers, 12 rods. The house would reasonably be considered as a zodiacal house. This is further substantiated in Job 38:32, where the question is, can you bring forth Mazzaroth? Mazzaroth is the 12 signs of the zodiac. So 12 tribes, 12 signs, and there must a correlation mark within the human body, since the cosmos, as the universal brain, is as the human brain. In the human brain, what do we find? 12 cranial nerves: olfactual, optic, motor oculi, trochlear, trifacial, abducent, facial, auditory, glossopharyngeal, phoemogastric or vagus, spinal accessory, and hypoglossal. The 12 tribes in the book, the 12 signs in the sky, the 12 cranial nerves in us. Osiris. I propose that the god Osiris is actually the open eye, or third eye, or pineal gland of the brain. If you look in a medical dictionary, you will see that OS is a symbol for the word open. Iris being the eye, OS, iris, the open eye. Thus, when we meditate and stimulate the pineal gland, we are awakening the great god Osiris. The Lion of Judah. The Lion of Judah, what could that be? The enlightenment entering from the east or the right side. The enlightenment coming from the right hemisphere of the brain. I think I can make that work because of the book of Numbers in the Bible. Numbers 2:3. And on the east side, toward the rising of the sun, shall they of the standard of the camp of Judah pitch throughout their armies. When you look north, east is always on the right side. There we have the tribe of Judah in the east, the sun being the domicile of the Lion of Judah, enlightenment from the right hemisphere. Numbers 2:9 in the Bible says that there were 186,400 people in the camp of Judah, the constant speed of light.